Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash, double oneness to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to like out there doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Right, I just want to get into a quick scripture, obviously based on the things that transpiring, how we are to be and looking forward towards the end, and this is the book of Isaiah 33 and 6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, the strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. And, knowing that, because when times like this hit, people mainly depend on riches. For riches, they thinking riches is going to get them out of any given situation. Well, if a person is in a hospital and they may need a heart transplant, or they may need this done to them, or whatever the case may be, you can do all of that, but what happens if the Lord just don't want them alive anymore? So your money is no good then. So it's the same thing like with these situations here, even though obviously money is a defense, but when times come like this, when the troops are going to be roaming the streets, we're going to have tanks out here. They starting to see them more in California. Certain reports of them out there in Georgia. They've been having them a little bit in Newark and things like that, where we from. What you're going to be able to bargain with when these troops come and they wanting to check you, they wanting to break into your home and do different things. You see these things happening through all type of riots. Hence, when you look back at the Zoot Suit riots back in the 1940s, when the sailors, came home from the war and everything like that, in the streets of LA was going crazy. They show you an example of that in a movie, American Me, where, you had the two Mexican guys. You had the two Mexican guys out there. They was out there getting tattoos, with their woman. He actually got a tattoo of his woman on his arm. And pretty much as soon as it was done, they was about to leave out the store, and the sailors came in. They beat both of them up, and then they raped his woman right in front of him, man. So when times come like this, money isn't going to really be an issue. It's just going to be about the Lord carrying you, and you having the knowledge of the Lord, the fear of the Lord, to know that the Lord going to have you, because we know so many different things that's going to befall us when these times hit. While the rest of the world is panicking, we holding steadfast in the Lord, because we know that these things aren't for us, and the Lord is going to help us to withstand them, because we know what's going on. So many people out there, especially with this corona going on out there. I seen somebody made a post saying something about I see all these Christians and stuff worried, but where's that saying that won't he do it? And when you think about it, that lets you know that a lot of those people. Okay, all right, cool. They sitting there. A lot of those people that's in the churches, they don't really know nothing, and they panicking. But we looking at this thing like we just waiting for it to come and be over, because we know what's coming, and we know that they're gonna wind up trying to bring the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, and these different things. So what's really going to uphold us when those times come is the scriptures, the knowledge and the wisdom in which we have. Verse 7, it says, behold, their valiant ones shall cry without, the ambassadors of peace shall weep bitterly. Slaki, I didn't want to keep going on. I want to jump to Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. Real quick. Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 12. Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. So it's the knowledge and the wisdom of the Lord that's really going to carry you through anything. Money can only get you but so far. Even when you looking at things with business deals and different things like that, just because you have money or you have funding to do this, that, and the third, if you don't have good negotiation skills, or if you don't have the knowledge to know how to negotiate, or the wisdom to know how to negotiate, that deal may still fall through and you may not get it. So that shows you money is the start of things, but it's not the end all be all. So that's why we just know that money in this world is a tool you know, for us, you know, just to be all right and to sustain and do the things in which we need to do and continue on with everyday life. You know, but the rest of the world take money as is everything. Well, that money can't save you in that day. And I believe it's the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, who by any means can redeem his brother by money when that day comes. You can't, you know, because the money is the things of Caesar. So we just using the things of Caesar just to get by every day, and that's all we need it for, man. That's all we need it for, to provide and do the bare necessities of what we need to do. But at the end of the day, our trust, our faith is in Yahweh Shemi Awashah, right? So I want to go to matter of fact, still in Ecclesiastes. What's it? 7 and 8 or 8 and 9? I forget. Yeah, still in chapter 7. So Ecclesiastes 7 and 8, it says, "Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient." Slack it. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. What better is the end of a thing? Because you know when you're taking on a task, you got a lot of work ahead of you. But then when you get to the end of that thing, now you can see the joy that's right before you. Hence, that's what we're looking forward to, because we want this place to go. We know that there's nothing really here for us. So like it's like, yo, Esau, just get this over with, man. Whatever's going to happen, whether if we got to be put to death in the name of Yahweh Shemi Awashah, or whatever happens, just let it be. Because we know there's much more greater things waiting for us in the kingdom. You know, verse 9, it says, "Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools. Say not thou, what is the cause that the former days were better than these? For thou dost not inquire wisely concerning this." Because whenever this corona thing is over, or however long it lingers, things may go back somewhat to normal, but it's not going to be completely normal as it once was. So you best believe people are going to be wondering, like, yo, man, back in this time it was better. We already say that things now. Depending on which generation you grew up in, you may say, well, the 90s was better than this time, or the earlier 2000s was better than this time. So best believe after this is all said and done, and the troops is permanently in the streets, people not going to have that same liberty that they once had. Then what are they going to do? Then how are they going to be feeling? You're not going to be able to carry on out and about in the streets. Women not going to be wanting to dress as provocative, and barely wearing anything out here for the fear of the troops and for fear of getting raped out in the streets, because that's going to be coming too, man. All the women that's saying, oh, I'm independent, don't need a nigga for nothing. Hey, well, the Lord gonna pull a number two, man. When that time comes, they're gonna wish they had a man that wasn't talking all that shit in those days, man. That's just the reality of the situation. The scriptures tell us these things, man. Because there's gonna be a lot of death and destruction out here in these streets, especially, when martial law fully takes place and everybody wants to rebel. Because everybody's not going to be with what the government is trying to do. And especially being that the summertime is approaching, people not going to want to sit in the house, man. So if the corona is still going on, then you best believe a lot of people are going to be getting locked up. A lot of different things are going to be happening, because people is not going to want to sit on their house. So that's going to cause some forms of rebellion against the government, against the police and things like that, man. So a lot of these different things that we talk about are definitely coming to pass. America, the life that we once known, the life that many people know, is never going to be the same again, because we are in a bittersweet end of things. Whether it happens this year, next year, 2 years from now, regardless of the time frame, we know that it's going to happen. And we do this week in and week out, with these shows, with these lessons, going out and teach. But then, when the Lord takes us off the street, it's going to be too late for everybody to repent. Then they're going to be wondering, oh, what shall we do? What shall we do? But by then it's going to be far too late. They're going to be forcing the chip upon you. Martial law is going to be here. So many different things, man. And people are just really going to be running out of their minds, not knowing how to properly go about things, but they're just going to be rolling with the punches because they trust in the society. Why trust in a society that's never done nothing good for you as a people? As so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they have never done nothing for us but constantly take from us, man. Hundreds of millions of our people have been slaughtered on the soils of America since we've been here, by the force of the sword, by the so-called white man. So these are a lot of the different things that's coming to an end. But as I said, we're in the bittersweet end, and this is what we're looking forward to. So that heavenly rest that's waiting for us. So with that, I hope this segment was edifying. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakwadash, the Buanas of the Apostles and the Elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to look out there doing this work of faith and living with love, true sincerity. Shalom.